What's shaking, Internet? This is Salts bringing you another League of Legends commentary. This will be Game 7 in the series, and I am playing as Rammus, the Armadillo, or as I like to call him, Rammus, the best character in League of Legends. I personally believe that Rammus is probably one of the best characters in general. A lot of people believe he's the best tank, and of course I will be playing him as a tank. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's no other real way to build Rammus. You guys go ahead and send me anything you want about DPS Rammus, and I'll laugh in your face. But either way, let's see. Starting the game here. If you'll notice, the people that I'm playing with, all these names are actually the same people that I was playing with in the last game, the Poppy game. So this is actually a pre-made team, and I'm assuming that the enemy team is also pre-made. Just, interesting little change here. Normally I solo queue, so this is actually pre-made. A couple of these guys are level 30, so I'm assuming that these guys are probably going to be higher level than me. I'm about level 14 in this game. 13 maybe? Somewhere around there. Can't remember. Either way, I will be building Rammus as a tank, and I will explain a little bit more about his abilities and everything that goes into that a little bit more. I would like to ask, first of all, if you would like me to commentate a game that you have, please record it with League of Legends, or LoL Replay, I guess it's called, LoL Replay. It's the program that I explained, and there's a link in the description. You can download it. It will automatically record your games and creates a file between 2 and 10 megabytes. Go ahead and send that to my email. It's salts.cool.dude@gmail.com, and we will go ahead and, if it's any good, I'll try and commentate it as soon as I can get around to it. So I'm looking for that. Either way. So, starting the game here. So I'm a pre-made, and they're in a pre-made, I believe. I will say that their composition is kind of weird. They have Twitch, which is attack damage, Master Yi, which normally is attack damage, Rammus, which is attack damage, and Dr. Mundo, which is also attack damage. Blitzcrank, I think, goes AP, but they also have probably the Rammus as a tank, so it's very attack damage heavy. I think that's why, in this game specifically, I will be rushing a Thornmail, which, against attack damage champions, like, if Yi goes attack damage, he's screwed, and, if Twitch goes attack damage, I mean, that's pretty much all he can go that I know of, or attack speed, yeah, he's probably also screwed. So we all come up here because we think that their Yi is going to jungle. Our Nocturne will be jungling this game. So we saw Twitch go in there. And silly Twitch. I actually powerballed on him. I powerballed because I thought that he would walk in, and I hit him. So, unfortunately, he did get away there, but oh well. So as far as summoner spells, let me go ahead and talk about this real quick, because I know a lot about Rammus. I would definitely say Flash, because you can powerball and you can flash on minions and hit them. And I'll explain that a little bit. Flash is a very good summoner spell for Rammus. I always take Flash. And Fortify is also a decent one, because even if you don't use it nowadays, you can get that deal. Well, Fortify is not cast, it's not on a cooldown. You deal 9 bonus damage to enemies, which kind of helps the farming. So, what am I going to do? Oh, boom, of course. Of course I'll go in there. That was kind of stupid. Don't face check without your ally present. So either way, starting items, I get cloth armor and health potions. If I'm jungling, I will get a lot more health potions. I'll get the maximum, 5. But I'm not jungling here because I don't have runes, so I really can't jungle effectively, so I don't even bother with it. Let's see, go ahead and start into Rammus's abilities. His passive is Spiked Shell, which basically says 25% of your armor becomes attack damage. So you get bonus attack damage because of if you stack armor, which if they're going attack damage, which Rammus is, like I explained at the beginning, 4 out of 5 of their champs is mostly attack damage, and it's like if they have attack damage, you stack armor, and you're going to get free attack damage out of it. So that's pretty awesome. His Q ability, his first ability, is Powerball. You'll see he rolls into a little ball, and he actually gains movement speed as he stays in that ball. He's in there for about 6 seconds, It's very important as Rammus to know how effective to use, or how to effectively use a Powerball. Because number one, you can use a Powerball at the fountain and get out to lane faster. So if I die, you know, or go B, I will use the Powerball in the fountain, get my mana back, and then zoom out as fast as I can. It's not much of a bonus, but hey, every second counts. Also, you always want to be able to use the Powerball. I like to use the Powerball in the brush. I think I might use it here. I like to use it in the brush and let it kind of use up some of its speed, and you accelerate throughout the entire duration of the spell. So it lasts about 6 seconds. So if I stay in the brush and let my speed gain up, then I can rush out of the brush, and they won't be expecting me to go as fast as I'm going. So that's definitely a bonus for me. The Rammus is taking a lot extra damage here. So either way, you'll see Powerball in effect. Oh, and also if you hit the enemy, it's kind of a little AoE, and you slow anything you hit. So that's going to be awesome. So it's a nice little slowing effect as well. And it's very good for chasing, very good for escaping. I believe I'll show you both of those in this video. Let's go into a second ability here, which is defensive ball curl. Defensive ball curl is awesome. I love it. Oh, clairvoyance. I think their Blitzcrank has clairvoyance. So defensive ball curl is the reason that Rammus is such a good tank. Defensive ball curl, if you cast it, you increase your armor and magic resistance by a huge chunk, and you return damage to anybody who attacks you. The reason why this is so awesome is because you can taunt people. So once you taunt them, then you put that defensive ball curl, and you're just returning damage to them, and it's just simply awesome. What can I say? Let's see. Getting into Puncturing Taunt. The third ability is Puncturing Taunt, which is his taunt. Rammus has the best taunt in the game because at max level it lasts 5 seconds. At level 1 it only lasts 1, and I think it goes up like 0.5 seconds. I don't know. It lasts ridiculously long at the end. And it's basically just your normal standard taunt, except it also reduces the enemy's armor. So, you know, it is kind of useful to use because it not only taunts them, but it reduces their armor and lets your team just wail on them. And generally, if you taunt something, your team knows it, and because they are uncontrolled, and you could just wail on them and kill them easy. It's always good. You'll see that in action. So there's my Powerball. Rolls into a little ball, and I actually stick right here. And I'm waiting for it, and I was expecting her to get grabbed there. But oh well. In fact, I'm not even sure if I use Fortify this entire game. But either way, Rammus's ultimate is Tremors. Tremors, I think, is one of the best ultimates in the game. It's debatable, but I just love it. The main thing I love about Tremors is that even without any cooldown reduction, it's 1 minute cooldown. So it's relatively fast. It's also a huge AoE, and it lasts for 8 seconds. So you basically do a huge AoE for 8 seconds, and you kill everything, anything, whatever. It's just awesome. Oh, I know you're clairvoyancing, but you can't see me. You can't seem to catch me anyway. And more importantly, Tremors not only damages champions, but it also damages turrets. Now this is important to know. If you're pushing a turret and you use Tremors, you'll be damaging the turret quite a bit. But if a champion comes up, you have to remember that Tremors is going to damage that champion and pull tower aggro. So it's very important to keep that in mind. Either way. So let's get into a couple builds. Specifically, at level 1, I always grab Powerball because it's awesome. The only time I do not grab Powerball is when I'm using Defensive Ball Curl. If I wanted to use Defensive Ball Curl, the only time I get this first is when I'm jungling, because it's incredibly helpful when you're jungling and you don't need the mobility of Powerball or the slowing ability of Powerball. And I'm waiting for it. Boom. Oh, and he's taunted. And I got Defensive Ball Curl. There you go. And Flash. Dead. I can't taunt him, unfortunately. But oh well. So that was cool. Appreciated that. Defensive Ball Curl lasts for a while. It is important to note that you cannot use Defensive Ball Curl and Powerball at the same time. So if you do Powerball, you will not be able to use defensive ball curl. And if you do defensive ball curl, you cannot use Powerball until their duration's up. Until I'm out of the Powerball or until my defensive ball curl wears off. You can always turn defensive ball curl off early. This is kind of effective. Like if nothing's attacking you, you kind of want to turn that defensive ball curl on as soon as possible. Boom, love it. Unfortunately, I can't kill them all. But that Twitch took way too much damage. Use it. There you go. Sorry, there's a little bit of lag here. My frame rate's kind of taking a hit. Alright, so our Nocturne's pretty awesome because he's jungling and he's actually out-leveled me, so which is exactly how a good jungler would be. Man, this frame rate's taking a hit. Got some video settings on. Yes, check out my terrible video settings. So as you see here, I get my Heart of Gold. I upgrade my Heart of Gold, my cloth armor into a Heart of Gold because that's awesome as Rammus. Just more gold is what you want. Heart of Gold is almost useful every time. Like I always go for Heart of Gold. And I grab the Chain Vest, and I'm gonna build that into a Thorn Mail as soon as possible. Unfortunately, I will say that I've been trying to record at a higher resolution, but my computer just can't handle it, guys. Sorry. The only way I can get a HD thing is if I can maybe do some more fancy things with my computer. Probably need a little upgrade. Oh, don't grab the tank. Silly Blitzcrank. Oh, you silly people. You tried to gank me and you're dead. Oh man, their Rammus got away. I don't know if that Yu's gonna get away. That Nocturne is taking a bunch of tower hits.
Enemy killing spree.
Ouch. Support. He did ult him. He's focused on taunted. Oh, you're toast. Love it. So yeah, you gotta be careful when Rammus is around a tower, because Rammus can defend a tower very easily by himself. He puts out tremors, he taunts one of you, so I mean, he's not only damaging everybody, but he's also, hurting you. And, well actually no, you hit him, and then the turret aggro's on you, so he's got the turret on his side, and he's got that. It's very effective. So, I'm sitting at 3 kills, I have half the kills on my team. Carry Rammus for the win. So I've used up all my potions now. That kinda sucks, but oh well. Let's see. What are we doing? Like I said, I want to rush that Thorn Mail as soon as I can. Waiting for that. So see, I'm building up speed in here, and I go, let's get him. Boom! Taunt. Defensive ball curl. I've already defensive ball curled. Yeah. So I do a decent amount of damage there, but unfortunately he, I don't know. I will say that the only real reason I can think of to see the number one thing that Rammus